Hello everybody, it's Saturday afternoon and welcome to the Urban Madness Workshop. Today, I'm going to finish this guy up. Got to get that water pump in it. I've already bought the new water pump. And we're going to get it all up and running. See where the vanes of the pump are a little chewed up. I don't think it's that big a deal actually. But that might be what might have been what did it in. It might have gotten a piece caught down in between the body and the housing, or the housing and the impeller rather. Created that gouge and that squeaking. This one here, all nice and clean. All the vanes look good. This is a new pump. I didn't get a rebuilt pump. I actually sprung for a new pump because it was like $60 versus I think it was $45 for the old, or for a rebuild pump with like a $25 core. So I just figured, what the hell, I'll just buy the new one. So I don't want to have to do this job again because somebody didn't rebuild it correctly. So anyway, that's where we're at so far. So rotate the pump body. Yeah, I got the pump back in the son of a gun. It took me about 45 minutes, a lot of swearing, and I couldn't really have the camera because it would have been in the way. Next, I've got to put the timing chain tensioner back on. And I'll try to have the camera rolling for that. Like I said, this is a very tight squeeze for my hands. As you can see, let me put my hand down in there. I had to do most of it by feel. This is an ugly process on this car, but you know, and it wouldn't be so bad if there was an access panel to where you could see it a little better. Wouldn't be bad at all to change it. It'd be easier in a small block Chevy, but well, it doesn't, so oh well, just get in there and do it. Take your time and do it. Just nuts and bolts. Alright. Using that Allen wrench right here as a pin to keep that piston back in the bore. I got one bolt right here. I'm going to try to line it up with that. Got one in. Now, I have to find the other. Hey guys.
Well, this is fun riding around at twoscooters.com.
I gotta get either another gas bike or the scooter. It'll make it a little bit better.
Scooter would be more comfortable for you because of suspension.
What's up with the gas bike? Why is it?
Oh,
No.
the dodge choke.
Helps with the choke fucking flopped.
You see, the lever's loose and the choke's lever's supposed to be all the way down
Alright.
and up.
Hang on.
It got bumped up
Gotta pull
somehow.
this out for this spring loaded. There we go.
I'm still trying to fight to get it in, or is it in, or?
It's in. I'm putting it back together.
Oh, wow.
That's the last hard part right there. And that was the timing chain tensioner. Already cleaned up the gasket surfaces, and I'm getting ready to put it all back together. I put the sealant on it. Yay. Now, clean off the tool. Alright, I've got the oil changed. I've got the water pump back in. but I broke the damn belt tensioner when I was tightening it up, so I've got to run to the junkyard. But I'm still going to fire it up, and it says it's going to make all sorts of noise till you rev it to 3,000 RPM, so it makes some oil pressure and purges the air out of the high pressure oil chamber. And I assume that's for the timing chain tensioner. So we're going to go ahead and start her up. I'm going to call it a night. It's about 10 p.m. I've gotten as far on the Infiniti as I can get without getting another belt tensioner. So all I got left is the belt. And let's see, that splash guard right here. What I'm going to do is put that back on. Here's what I did to the belt tensioner. Broke off the bolt in it. So it goes right there like that. And she brokey. So I've got to replace it, and I'll do that. I'm gonna go to Wrecker and get one for it, and she'll be back together. This isn't really a how-to video as much as it was a kind of showing you what's involved in doing a water pump on one of these. It's a little bit of a pain just because of the tight quarters. Weren't for the tight quarters, it wouldn't be too bad at all. It'd be easier than a small block Chevy. But because it is so tight in there, it's rather difficult, especially when you got big hands. But we got her done. It's running, other than the belt. So she's back together. Probably take me about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes to finish it up, button it up. But tonight, I've got to put the wheel back on it, put it back up in the driveway, and pack up for the night. Just because I know somebody's going to comment on it. I see my jack sitting here. Oh no, you can't really see it. There is a jack stand right next to it. Just so you know, it wasn't just on the jack.